Hi, welcome to Cowboy Studio. Today we're going to be discussing how to assemble our shooting table. As you can see, we do have several pieces here on the ground. In the top left, there's going to be the clamps that do come with this. Then you're going to have all of your bars, including the connection pieces, already assembled on there. As you can see, we actually have them grouped by what type of bar it is, which can be very helpful when actually assembling this table. On the right, you are going to have two connector pieces, the Allen wrench, as well as the actual plexiglass top. And once you have all of these pieces, we're actually going to start with the first step of assembling this table. Step one is going to be assembling the bottom piece. Now, as you can see, we've already went ahead and pre-assembled it. You're going to take your four bottom pieces here, which two of them are going to be slightly shorter, which are going to be the side pieces, and then two of them are going to be slightly longer, which are going to be the front and back. Now, it doesn't really matter which way you put it on, just because at this point you can turn it, so don't worry if you seem to have it incorrectly on there. Just make sure that the pieces that are the same size are opposite to each other. And then, of course, also don't worry about which direction these are in, because they will actually be turned once you loosen them up. You're going to assemble them by putting one piece on top and the other piece on the bottom. Slide it in. Now you loosen it using your Allen wrench, and then you're just going to go ahead and tighten it back up. Once you have all these assembled, you do have the bottom piece ready to go. The next thing that we assembled is going to be the front lip and the top rails. Now, when you're doing the front lip, what you're going to do is first you're going to remove these pieces completely. You're going to loosen these up, slide them down, and insert the pole. Now, make sure that when you put them on, you want to be the same distance from the top on each side. If not, it'll be at an angle, and we don't want that. We want to make sure it's assembled properly. But once you have the front piece on, you can go ahead and insert these back, and then you're going to use the longer of the two poles to actually assemble the top. Now, make sure that it's there. You want to make sure that this end is flush with the end piece, and that this part right here with the little grooves is to the outside, and that does make a difference when you're assembling the top at a later time. But once you have that assembled, you can actually move on to the next step, which is actually assembling the back. The next step is going to be attaching the top portion here. Now, it's going to come with the top pole and the two side ones. Now, as you can see, these side ones actually have the opposite direction from the original ones we put on. Now, to attach this, the first thing we did is actually just attach the top piece together. You simply do that by loosening these screws and then attaching these in. And then once you've got the top here, you actually are going to remove the screws here from these. They just loosen right up. You're going to slide it through till it reaches both, and then you'll tighten it back up. This is also going to be how you adjust it, by simply loosening these up, angling them, and then once you've got it to the correct position, you're going to tighten it up. Now, there is going to be a washer in here just to help with slip and everything like that. But once you've got it assembled, it should look roughly like this, almost like a chair. Okay, the last phase is going to be to attach the tabletop that is here. First thing you want to do when you unroll it is keep in mind that it has been rolled up, so it is going to be a little bit more difficult. But you want to attach it to the top using the C-clamps. You'll notice that the C-clamps actually have a table or a light hand step top at the top. Then once you get it there, you want to angle it at the proper angle that you're wanting to use it for. Then you're going to attach the clamps on the sides so that it lays down nice and flat, and then attach some there at the bottom. Now, the clamps don't necessarily have to go in any specific place, but they are used to help hold it down nice and flat, so where when you do have your object and you're taking pictures, it is available. Now, this can go in any direction. You can even lay flat back or straight on the ground. Now, always be cautious with this table, and keep in mind that if you place an object that is too heavy, there is a possibility that it could push through or pull some of the clamps off, and this is not going to be a sitting chair. It's not designed to have your clients or your subjects actually sit on the chair. Now, one other thing is that you'll notice when I turn it around here that there is a shiny side and then the flat, smooth side. You can use the shiny side, however, it's not really recommended for pictures. Typically, we're going to use this flat surface that's found on this side. Now, if you have any questions about this or any of our other products, please visit our CowboyStudio.com website.